potential sports ministers. One, Honorable Neelante Van der Poel. Likely say obetimi aye sports minister amanaye under the NDC government. Neelante Van der Poel sports minister. I think he was the last sports minister at the time of NDC here then he lose elections. No, he had a lot of issues with how the modus operandi of Papa Yefreno Nyantechi, and before the elections or granting interview went, he also lamented, say what Kurt is doing, it is not proper. So some people are tipping him, say Obetimi returning to the office after a brief time or the bar a year sports ministry on. But I have my reservations about him. I think he's tough, he's a fine man. But the point is that you see, it is important that issues were on how to resolve the issues so that we don't break never say be more agra or some of where I'm be agro at the end of the day you will not burst the bubble, and that is exactly what happened. The FA the sports ministry confusion, and Mobeka Avran Grant had issues pitch na yakobo so bo tamaleno yene I think yene Uganda ebo ana yene Congo or something, and yene Uganda ebo 1-1, and we believe said the pitch na yebo so was so dry now say your water so, but because of the confusion between the sports ministry and the FA, there were some issues. Sad time World Cup 2018, you to me unqualified. A honor sad near the certificate. I think that yes, there should be leadership, but a leader I will say who lead this and a bear and kofa a year issues here the enfamba, because at the end of the day, we don't need to be friends to work together and ensure say the right things are done. That one, but in bit of doing that, we need to find a way we make to my enquire the creative problem, because now no there the baton MPP will what at the NDC, and you walk up now bono. It is clear that we are in a poor position, we are in a better position, because one, Mali Beba Ghana, Comoros Beba Ghana has it. So almost two this on the any omede Mali de kokoshe omo. So the only thing is that omo ba na ye shoma ye omo free equation. Comoros shen omo ba na ye shoma e kire say ya eden ya trigger nim between ye ni omo. It we are in a good position, and omo ba home a kire say power no we nsem say we see etumi de shomo. But the coin am so e be fa so. The things we need to do no, and the most important thing is Neelante in that position to ensure that there is a cordial but effective relationship between the football people and I say the football association and the ministry. Send at the end of the day, you better achieve goal, because at the end of the day, if Ghana does not qualify, the government will be blamed. Partly will be blamed. What you say? I think that Neelante with the past year, I don't know how they approach, but the approach now we used to hear the other time was didn't help the entire country. Though people were happy, say was standing up to the FA, but in the long run, and I say in the scheme of things, it didn't help us. He's in the picture. Then Papa Yefreno Honorable Kobi Woyomi. He was a ranking member of Ministry of Youth and Sports and Culture. He's also a stalwart, a band of sports in Samoa. He's a fine man, very calm, very open, very respectful, but very tough. Yes, that is how he is. Or blow a lot of alarm, especially African games, what you say, what is right, you know, or making sure so man here clear at the chair Ghana phone now. He's also in the picture. Then Joseph Yami, Honorable Joseph Yami. He's been a deputy minister before. I was at the same ministry. He's tough and he's very open. He knows the ins and outs of sports in the country, and he's also in the picture. There is an outsider. I'm not for the one, but you himself or not there politics there. He is not into politics, but I'm reliably informed, sir. He's also in the picture. He might be considered. Abranche Yefreno Nanaya Wamponsa, former Fire Rangers owner, 2019 GFA presidential candidate, former Asante Kotoko chief executive officer, and now owner of Bobo Kwa Yefreno Spartani Sportu Moldova League. He was also a majority shareholder ewo Petrocup ewo Moldova. Information me want say a penifo consider no for the position, because JM believes that no active politics any idea, but at this stage it is not about who has done politics for 100 years. No, it's about who can do the job. Somebody who is like a technocrat, somebody who is endowed, who is knowledgeable, who is an expert. Our field in him. And over the years, the issues our sports ministry on said, yeah, the people are among sports nasi ye and yediomuba. Tomuba, they learn on the job and it becomes a problem. You can name a lot of fine gentlemen and sports ministry now they go many. And it is not their fault, because almost said name the ins and outs. And mostly na football na day go many masse. So they are looking at somebody who is expert and can what? And can come in as soon as possible. Make sure say obe put the FA to a proper checks. He understands the atmosphere and the everything about sports, and can what? Contribute meaningfully in decision making. The mistakes we've done in the past, we will limit the mistakes, and sports ever fun into my pie day Ediefra. So they see Nanaya Mponsa as somebody who can what? Who can bring that expertise, I think Stuttgart also is being considered. Nyankasa me former resident tutor. Sunyane Polytechnic. He's also around Omunina the same super consideration there, because a lot of consultations there, because they need to consult the sports industry, journalists near there. What do they think? Because if you bring somebody like Nanaya Mponsa, it's very simple. Because if Nanaya Mponsa is there, it will be very difficult for Nanaya Mponsa to accept, say, Okwakofo to add the number, say, man, $50,000. He will not agree, because he understands a caliber of a person like that, cannot coach the Blasters. So we need to find, and there will be some mutual way, because he knows and understands what goes into those things. So these are some of the candidates, and they maybe bomb a course in kakran. Though it is too early, but you see, I will say a teacher of mine, and I will say a teacher of mine as soon as possible. I will say making sure say you have the leadership right If you get your appointment, JM can only be successful a bro an appointment, you know, right? And this time he's coming to run a very lean government. Sister ministers. The information I've gotten is that Omubeyi sports every youth and culture no. Now sports na jina nkoa. So there will not be any way youth no committee me akoshe yase your forms NYA for no ase. National Authority or something.
National Youth Authority.
National Youth Authority. Me akoshe ase. No more the culture na akoshe tourism.
Think National Youth Authority no. On say no agency. It's an NSA.
And yes, and I say no be
youth separate.
Yes, and akoshe
youth and sports.
There be. They make can say test sports and then the youth nkoshe.
And I say me say National Youth Authority. Any NSA in an agency under the sports ministry.
Yes. Aha, amunye nkoshe ho no.
Yes, nti me time ana me ho say no. In as much as a sports minister, a sports minister, the NSA director general, and the National Youth Authority, director general, are reported to the sports minister.
Yeah.
So a agency on its own.
Yes.
But right now, you bet me a more like you bet me more authority. Can say, send be at least.
Say the authority. So
yes.
The only thing is that they will have to get somebody to report to.
Yeah.
So a youth in the encore, sports minister no will focus on sports.
Sports alone.
Yes. Not tourism. On the culture. Then culture in day. Encore either chieftaincy, and I say encore tourism. Say tourism and culture because tourism no culture na man for the eba. So no my necessary na be bibia be den so how messy do you think say what kind of leader do we need at the sports ministry?
Okay, let's do it. So we share in sports for some time now. I to say ye the obi betu ministry na no na maybe nipa no be there are times it be a sports nimpo generally nipa ni nim enyama bebre fa ho nti e dey nsem bebre ba ye hu time as sports minister betimatina se na ye kan nsem mpo ase oni mu hwe na afedi e omo wo ne nchen no kwan bi so I to say omo fa ne so nti omo ye nyama e ma ne djuma ni sipi. So I think with John Mahama time our by there's a time I see you making sure say position be especially the ministerial positions no in kofo e de ombeto anu be nkofo ombeboa ama enyama ejina inti obobo edin bebre but I think we looking for a he be a one oti edwuma na se two ode the nine besi ho concerning enyama nkitinkiti a related to sports no na FNU so nipa de nine si ho no toto ne nyama yi a ema FNU so e be serious especially won nyama bi ho because say ono na dwen say ade we ye mpene because e ya ban ana kroni sika na edi tua this particular coach ana this particular ade a ebe mo nso ato mo nyama yi nti say no mo de proposal bi ana mo de we bi e ko n'anim a o mo nim say papa ye ade ko ne we ye de bibi a eye kataso mu aso ko to n'anim a onji ntum inti no that is one thing eso omohwe ye hwe so omdi obi ba beto ano a obeboa ama bibia akoyi ba with nkofo no mention no say bia mi nipa ba akwa na mi nipa mienu de me feel say we have right people to get us the right person to take charge eno na ye hwe say eno nso ka ho enema this new government and this new elected government in Yama SCE. So this is the time they need to get the right people to come in and help us in sports na ajija e basa. So if yetimi solve ndra me kan ha say the sports sector near sector bia ye hwe ne track ke but sector bia e create employment in so intino if you are looking at doing creating jobs, creating employment for the youth and in Yama Bibra, the sports sector no one of the greatest places the ni hwe ho yi etutu ye nyama yi a e be create employment amount for insu enye adwuma ye. So putting the right person in charge there ade ba ko ehu hia yi pa because if you don't put the right person in charge omo na se no e be enyama basa ede ebedu bebi ni ekọ this committee hu sense ma bo hu se insem omo kan ho kra no ento aso nti say the right person is in charge eboa me to me need there say ebia to pick one of the people. I think say obia he's not affiliated to politics that much is the best person to handle it because onuno in quote only obi a say SME bibi bu obi because next election and next year SME say, but those people would now work because why football na che or to football na say onim senya nyama ko football munim say adie we no. There is no way we should overspend on this. There is no way we should pump enough money into this. We should do this thing the right way. The energy ever brain for because on football no and why be that. I think that would be something I say in the new administration. Me imagine say they are giving the ministerial positions. One thing especially so more sports they should think about it because in football no we need people to make changes about football
How Ghanaians love the Black Stars. I'll talk from the Black Stars and the sports infrastructure bits. We've seen in recent years how people have been talking about the kind of infrastructures are here war and how are ye treated. So coming back now, they should know that these are some of the key interests that if it doesn't go well, it's hard to get people talking about the youth and other stuff. When they can't catch us say these things the NSA and the National Youth Authority people agency under the sports Ministry of Sports and Youth, Ministry of Youth and Sports, and reported to sport reported to the sports minister, and whenever things are not going well, mostly with the infrastructure Black Stars. So I think that there's been a lot of names that people have saying, but then say early days yet, and I know that once President His Excellency and the President-elect John Dramani Mahama ebebano ne staff in BBR. I know that these are all things they will master the core in key considerations are a bit me about because the name said up until now the Black Stars are not playing any game till March, and the quest to qualify for the World Cup ARD in Ghana for year pass. So if you are able to do your best to even qualify Ghana for the World Cup, it's going to be one thing. The youth no move this government will be very happy about how people have been talking, how people have been angry about a performance in the AFCON, and also channeling the energy to a World Cup qualification. Boys, I think that there's been a lot of names people are mentioning. People are mentioning Kwabena Woyomi. People also mentioning Kwabena Stuttgart to be the vice. I've seen a lot of people mentioning Nana NYA. I've seen a lot of people mentioning Van der Poel, a lot of names and about. But maybe what I want to advise, the president-elect in paying for is they should appoint someone. The FA cannot influence him. They should appoint someone. Yes, the Black Stars is for the nation. The nation pays for the Black Stars coaches and whatever money entails are binding it. So whatever decision you be take GF. The government has to be key in those decisions. And sebi assembly banner how I beckon the people we are going to channel our energy and anger to. So they should just appoint people who are competent enough say or make me improve your infrastructures. That is one thing can say because as a country, one of the key things are agree must see pass Ghana as mine how my World Cup 3 times. Yaje AFCON 4 times. You host the African Cup of Nations. You host the African Women Championship several times. Ye per pitch abosoboa. This say calf sit down ebani ansana. Put things in place. Aboka. I'm making sure say we bit more put in pitches in shape for us to host. A major qualifier gamer. Which was very 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 bad. So these are key things that made me the first 2 years, and I'm expecting say at least we should see an improvement. We should see 3-4 approved stadiums at Ghana. If Black Stars Accra and Kumasi, that Tamale Sports Stadium, they beat me they are back to life. The Sipon Sports Stadium, beat me they are back to life. The recent stadium, which was the Cape Coast Stadium, you'll say to me they back to life. So maybe at least the national stadium will be in good shapes. Your infrastructure, you put things in place for your development. How the government will collaborate with the GFA and other stakeholders. No. So for me, I think that there are a lot of names yɛbɛtumi abobɔ but ne nyinaa decision never rely on the president in mpanyinfoɔ na on base and man. But then what I want to do is that they should appoint someone who is bold, someone who is competent, someone I mean the people from the football and other sports sectors and cannot influence. Send the BA I mean near into my pay for I mean sports industry anymore.